Hello, YouTube. Sorry again. Tired. Just kicking it. It's gonna go out. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the third preview article we got on Warhammer this week. This week we look at the Tomb Kings, which I'm going to be honest, we probably won't spend too much on this because they don't seem to have changed too much. There's a couple of interesting bits and pieces. Hello, Vastaman, how you doing? There's a couple of interesting new changes to here. So the interesting thing I had, when everyone was talking about what are they going to do to Tomb Kings, my real big fear was they were going to get rid of two of the big guys. So they're going to have two Tomb Guardians. Obviously, we kept all four, which I think is kind of good because that is kind of the Tomb King identity. And I worried that it'd be bad undead if they only had two Tomb Guardians. Blah, blah, blah. So the main bits of information we got here, and it's not really enough, but the Skeleton Linemen sound exactly the same. They're still 40k, they have fixed skull, and they have regeneration, so they're going to be movement 5, I imagine. Still, they're going to be Edge 4+ as they are now, armor 8+. They're exactly as they are on undead. It's the speed's actually quite nice over zombies, but they still get their armor broken a bit too much. They remove the pitch about the same rate as zombies. But especially now zombies are getting eye gouge, I'm going to really see if the balance between them in the overall game, even though they were talking about a different team from the undead. The thing is, it doesn't mention it here, so it doesn't mean it's definitely a no. But in the legend rules, legendary team rules, these two, the Blitzra and the Thrower, gained fixed skull to line up with the skeletons. Doesn't mention fixed skull here, so don't know that means they've lost it now. The Thrower sounds is actually had a slight buff though, so movement 9, passing 3+ as he was on the team of legend rules. AV 9+, that's actually an upgrade to what it used to be. So it's actually a little bit tougher now, which might be why they got rid of fixed skull, maybe. Sure hands and secure bull now would pass. So you never really pass to these unless it's desperation time. They're really just there as sure hands and movement 6 ball carriers. But obviously, we need to see what Secure the Bull does. I'm not sure you want to secure the ball too often with them because Sure Hands, if it's a 4+ pickup, is 75% chance of picking up the ball. Secure the Ball is what, like 40? Sorry, not 40. Is 82%. It's basically the same. I don't think this is a bigger buff for Tomb Kings than people think it is. I still think you probably are going to secure the ball occasionally, but the Sure Hands pickup on a 4+ isn't that bad. I don't know. Time will tell on that one. I don't know what you guys think in chat. Yeah, if Sure Hands works secure ball, I can't imagine it does. But if it does, then 100%, yeah, you secure the ball, do it on 2+ or a reroll. We need to see the full secure the ball ruling on that one. We're in that kind of frustrating phase where they've given us enough information that we can speculate, but they haven't given us enough information that where we actually can make informed decisions. The Blitzer sounds exactly the same as he used to be, except obviously he talks about he's lost fixed skull, which he gained in the team of legend rules, but never had any official rules for the team. Yes, if that's true, if you lose the Thrower, or you want to pick up on the Blitzer, so you can score on the Blitzer, because you want to score the Blitzras. You really want to level them if you can. It has also, I'm pretty sure, been all but confirmed that Tomb Guardians can't secure ball. Yeah, if you don't want to move afterwards, it is fair. There are probably times you want to. I'm not sure it's as big a buff for them as some people seem to think it is. That's kind of my speculation at the moment. Unless obviously Sure Hands works with it, then it's a massive buff. But if Sure Hands doesn't, it's a nice upgrade, but it's not like a massive change. No, it's not like a massive upgrade for them. But Blitzraz being able to secure the ball probably is good. Tomb Guardians, I'm pretty sure, won't be able to because it's already mentioned in the previous article that Saurus can't secure ball. So if Saurus can't secure ball, I can't imagine a Tomb Guardian's also going to be able to secure ball. And then the big one is, the two big ones here I'll cover. The big one here is the Tomb Guardians have gained Brawler. We need to see how much that ups their cost, if at all. And when this article originally came out, there was a mistake on here which said decay, which really confused people. Decay made them more likely to get KO'd and injured. That's now since been removed because that is not correct. Warhammer Community articles, bless them, they put a lot of good articles out. They don't always, I think, know the rules of the game as well as like us, and in other game systems as well. I've seen a lot of rule mistakes have creeped in over the years, which has caused some confusion. But yeah, the decay looks like exactly as it is now in Blood Bowl 2020. It's +1 to the injury roll, which is the D16. They are movement 4 and have game brawler. I'm kind of excited to see how they work, because I've always kind of had a soft spot for Tomb Kings. I do miss the day when Tomb Kings did have 4 mummies, because when Tomb Kings originally came out, they had 4 mummies, and that was pretty brutal, as you can probably imagine. 4 Tomb Guard, they're a bit more mobile, they're a little less survivable, but not massively. And I think Brawler, once you get some Guard in there, like 4 of these with Guard and all having Brawler, I think that's going to be a nightmare to deal with for a lot of people. But that's the Tomb King. Now, we kind of knew they weren't going to be massively different. I don't think it mentioned anything here about any star players, does it? No. But yeah, so that's on the Tomb Kings. But also, while after that came, well, yesterday, we also had 2 more star players revealed. And I think they're both kind of significant to talk about for different reasons. So firstly, we've got Cindy Pie Whistle. Cindy was pretty much banned almost immediately in almost every single tournament, because Bomber Dribble Snot was broken and Cindy was almost as broken. They're now 100k. Well, she's 100k. I still think there's an argument she's slightly too cheap, especially now Wily Inaccurate's gone. But it's much better. It's much better. Secure the ball in the rain. That's why we need to see it. That's a big question. Secure the ball in the rain. The other thing here is that she's now no longer available to dwarfs. She's also the first star player we've seen that has a dual leagues she'll play for. She'll play for the Halfling Tumble Cup and for the Old World Classic, but she has lost the one which gives her access to dwarfs. But I think this does show star players are going to be far more limited this edition, which is cool. I believe otherwise she's basically exactly the same. I double checked against her old rules. I can't see anything massively different. I'm pretty sure everything's there is basically the same. No, dwarfs are... there's something else. What are dwarfs? Let 1 second. I will tell you in 1 second. In the Blood Bowl. Dwarfs are... Oh, maybe they are Old World Classic. Shit, they are Old World Classic. What's the other one I'm thinking of? What's fun? I'm getting my star players mixed up. You are right, dwarfs are Old World Classic. But that could change, who knows? Because they do seem to be limiting this. What's the other one? What's the one Rumbelow lost? Rumbelow lost. He lost 2 when I was looking yesterday. World's Edge Mountain, which is also dwarfs. Okay, so dwarfs are Old World Classic. So maybe dwarfs lose Old World Classic. Maybe. So yeah, and they just go to World's Edge Super League. Hang on a second. World's Edge Super League is also... Did Chaos Dwarfs get Rumbelow currently? No. This article, the website I'm using for this is very confusing. Oh, they've lost World's Edge Mountain. Right, that must be a legacy thing. Because so I'm on Blood Bowl base RU. Oh, if I actually moved her Cindy, you can see. I'm on here, and it said World Edge Super League, and it says Chaos Dwarfs, but that must be a legacy thing from before Chaos Dwarfs got their rewrite. I would assume. So yeah, so we'll see if the dwarfs keep giving. But the fact that she's the first one we've seen with 2, I think does highlight star players going to be far more limited this edition, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think star players got a little bit too accessible for a lot of teams. So like, say Rumbelow here, as we just said, he used to have Halfling Tumble Cup, the Old World Classic, and World's Edge Super League. So it'd be interesting to see if that is him far more limited. The only real thing to talk about with him, really, other than the fact he's lost access to 2 leagues, he's lost No Hands, which I believe it looks like it's called No Ball in this edition. So he can now be a ball carrier for you. He's also gained a passing stat because he's gained hands. Otherwise, I think he's basically the same. Yeah, the special rule once per game is the same. Everything else is the same. But his cost is also, I'm pretty sure, exactly the same. Yep, exactly the same. So he's not really changed massively. But it's nice to see, again, that the who plays for is limited. He's no longer available for for gnomes, for instance, because gnomes look like they're going to be the new woodland one, which is a brand new, I believe, a brand new league type. Yeah, and all the halfling players so far have been going into that. So, yeah, I'm saying not mass amounts to talk about, but a couple of little interesting little tidbits here and there, which is kind of what the last few days has been. Yeah, no ball. It's a weird one. It's a really weird one. Rick, I agree. I think it's really good that the star players are more limited. Towards the end of 2016, they remember them doing an article about how they're going to make so every team only got 6 star players. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Gives you a bit of flavour, makes them easier to balance. And then 2020 came out and the star players were like, you can play pretty much anyone. And it meant players like Skitter. So Skitter, I don't think would get banned from any league if he wasn't available for all the Chaos teams. But because he's available for Chaos teams, that makes him too good in my opinion, because you get around like Nurgle's downside. They don't have a decent ball carrier. Just give them Skitter. Now they have a decent ball carrier for fairly cheap as well. So I like the fact that they look like they're going a bit more limited on the star player access. I worry what's going to do for gnomes and for flings, because so far we've not seen them. Many of the established stars that we've seen would be available for them, but I still think it's probably a good choice in the long term. But there we go, YouTube. Only a little update today. There wasn't much to give us. Rumor going rampant that next Saturday is pre-order day. As I record this, so a week today. Fingers crossed, because I'm at the point now where I just want to get the book. I want to sit down. I want to make lists. I want to read all the new stuff. I want to theorycraft, especially with 2 tournaments coming up where I need to write rule sets for. So, yeah. If there's any more news between now and then, I'll probably do another quick video. But YouTube, do you hang around? There's plenty of Blood Bowl free content if you want to watch. Most teams are done. And yeah. Hope you enjoy hope you enjoy this slightly different content. Until then, have a good day and goodbye.